Hello, everybody. This is Edema Osborne, and I'm here with the lovely Lisas. So, ladies, if you'll say hi and introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Lisa Hurst in San Antonio.
Lisa Harris-McLean at the Gulf Coast of Texas.
So, I'm sure you guys are wondering, what the heck does that Your Sunday is Today workshop all about? Well, the three of us got together because we've seen so many ladies and also gentlemen ask, what the heck am I here on earth for? What am I supposed to do in life, or what am I passionate about? So the three of us were thinking, because we in this, wonderful walk on earth have asked ourselves in the past, or what can I do? What am I good at? Why am I even here? Or what am I passionate about? What am I good at? And questions like that we've always asked ourselves. The three of us, through our walk in life, where we've all experienced some awesome things, we've experienced some not so awesome things in life that life has thrown at us at times. Well, we've learned from those things, and we want to share it with you, because many times we're stuck on things and we don't know how to get out of it. So our purpose that Saturday will be about helping you figure out, hey, what can I do to either take that trip to Africa I've been wanting to go to, or, do something for someone else, or do something for me. Many times we forget about ourselves. So we'll be talking about a few things like that. And I think I've rambled enough. So Lisa, take it away.
Thanks, Irma. Yes, we all talking about, wouldn't it be cool if we had an opportunity to talk about how each of our Sundays came about and what we did about them. I have to say that we're not going to have more Sundays in the future, but for me personally, I had an opportunity to start over in a new endeavor at 43 years old. Yes, 43. So it's never too late. And it was something I saw about 10 years prior at an event, and it really made me curious and hungry for doing something else that I thought was going to be a hobby, but it ended up changing my whole life, personally and professionally. And so we have that chance to discover what that is, what that someday is, so that you can tap into that and move forward now, instead of like 5 years, 10 years, because all of a sudden, you know how fast life goes. And we want to come alongside you and support you and create a safe space so that you can dive in and we can share our joys and struggles and learn how to make that someday today.
Yes, exactly. I think for me, it was like turning my mess into my message. I was really passionate about building up like teen girls, and I had a shift, a really big shift, and I started my own business in that shift, and I created a community, and I always wanted to go to France. I always wanted to go to Paris and climb the Eiffel Tower. Took me 3 times to go there to do that. But on the 3rd trip, I actually did that, and I wouldn't have gone. That was always my someday I'm going to go to Paris. Someday I'm going to go to London. Someday I'm going to do this. Someday I'm going to do that. And I finally just took that leap. And with the things that we're going to be talking about, the strategies, going back and looking at what your strengths and, the things that you've been through and how you can take the lessons that you learned and the actions and move forward in that, take your mess and turn it into your message and move forward and do all those things like Lisa was talking about, like Irma was talking about. I mean, Irma started her own business. Like, she's fudge. I mean, wow. And I know Irma, tell people, because they look at you and they're like, wow, but she's already been on SA Live. They see you as the success you are today, but they don't see all the background behind that. I think all of us have experienced that, and we feel really passionate about wanting to help other people see us, like that iceberg effect. You guys know about the iceberg effect, where you only see the tip of that iceberg sticking out of the water, but you don't see everything else that's holding that iceberg or pushing it out of the water. we're going to show you all that stuff that goes into pushing that iceberg up out of the water, so to speak. So we want you guys to stop saying someday and start saying, today I'm going to take this step, that step, and these things so that I can make that thing happen today instead of someday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
The other thing I'm really excited about is that, I've gone to, I don't even know how many professional development, self-development, self-discovery workshops, and they're all powerful, and they're all part of my transformation story of coming into my own authentic self. And so for me, it's like, oh, I love those. But then there's always a couple weeks later, you're like, oh, okay, that letdown reality comes, crashing in. And so what we've designed to offer as part of this is not just the whole day on October 20th, but we're also going to offer, it includes 4 one-hour Zoom calls. And we're going to do follow-up consecutive weeks afterwards. And each week we will lead one of those calls. And then the 4th week, all 3 of us will be on the call doing a question and answer session. So we really want to have you have that opportunity to really do that self-discovery and have that transformation and continue that on. So we call that an actability call. And so it's keeping some accountability. It's having you act in the way that you want to move forward from your someday to now to that day. And so it's such a benefit that most offerings don't have. And so I'm super excited about that. I don't know about y'all are, but I'm really excited about the Zoom calls.
Yes, that is something that I'm so glad that the 3 of us will be able to do, is to partner with the ladies in the class and just watch them grow. And I'm excited about it because, yes, oftentimes, and I've attended many workshops as well, and that's it. We walk out so excited, and that's it. And that's as far as we get. We don't get to that someday, or maybe we think of it and that's it. So we're here to walk with you.
Exactly. Like, continue that support. I know I've been to some too, and you come home and you're all pumped up and you keep your workbook on your desk for a few weeks, and you might implement 1 or 2 things from that workbook, or you'll have some cards or some information, and you don't follow up because there's nobody watching to see if you do that. So we've kind of designed that built-in support. We're going to check on you for 4 weeks, once a week for 4 weeks afterwards. So we're going to get the momentum and get you moving closer and closer to that today rather than someday. So that is really cool. I think that's really cool that we've included that.
I'm really excited because I think that's something that's different that is going to make this a reality, as opposed to like, oh, okay, I'll go do that. But it's like really taking that action and taking that self-discovery and really putting that into action in a way that's going to move you to be in that space. Whether, it could be travel, it could be writing a book, it could be, starting your own business, and it could be moving up in the company that you're at, taking action where you are to move on up. So it's, you get to decide what that someday issue is, that opportunity, and then we're gonna tailor it towards whatever that is, whatever you can do to move forward.
It's going to be exciting. I'm really excited. Now, we're limited, right? We only have space for 25. 25. Okay. So, and seats are filling up. So you guys need to, if you're watching right now, you need to take action, grab your seat. Right now we have the early bird special is on, and you can find all that information. You just click on the link above or below this video and check it out. Yeah, like over there. We look like the Brady Bunch now. The Brady Bunch. Yeah, and you get humor. And we are a fun group. Lisa, tell them a little bit about yourself. We didn't even introduce ourselves. We're just on here telling them what we're going to do. We didn't even tell them who we are. So let's introduce ourselves and tell them who we are.
Okay, so I've been in San Antonio mostly for a very long time, at least about 30 years, and I have had the opportunity to embark on what for some people is terrifying, for me it's exhilarating, is learning how to do improv and perform improv and teach improv and coach it. And so what my company is called Improv to Grow, is that I come alongside you and help you be a better communicator. And not just technically, but it's a connection with whoever you are authentically, to connect that message to your audience. It could be a really big audience. It could be a small audience like your family or friends, having those difficult conversations. I like to say, I take you from muddling to MacGyvering your way to healthy communication. So that's my background, that I would never have known that I would be doing that today when I took my first improv class 10, 11 years ago. And when I say it changed me personally, it helped me be more confident and in my skin and be authentic to myself. So then people knew my yes is yes, my no is no. And the cool thing is that transferred over professionally. So anytime I'm working with people, I have that opportunity, I can help you be empowered in your beingness, that you can really show up authentically, and that people know, like, oh, okay, I got you, I know who you are. And it's so out of comedy and theatrical improv came so much more, and it's been such a great journey and such a great exploration of what can be there, and what that, I guess, the edge is for me is like, I love to help people be in that space of transformation. It could be baby steps, it could be big steps. And that's really my purpose, my why, is to really help you find your authenticity.
Cool. Irma?
All right, so Edma Osborne here, certified professional life coach. I got my coaching certification back in 2012. And of course, I still had my full-time job. And I got into life coaching because I just like to help people. I like to see people discover their strengths, what they're passionate about, and just take it from there. Enjoy life, enjoy, what they're passionate about, helping them get there. So aside from that, I also opened up O Fudge 5 years ago with only 4 recipes that I developed. I'm now up to 17. So,
wow.
So I've got those 2 businesses going on, and I'm passionate about both. And some people think, well, gosh, but you can only be good at one thing. Not really. So one of them, I'm passionate about cooking, developing recipes, and I'm also passionate about helping others grow and find their purpose. So that's about it for me.
Yeah. Well, my journey, I think, too, it's the common thread. I think all of us have that common thread of just wanting others to succeed. And we figured out, what we were passionate about. For me, I started out with, I've been in management positions, so I've managed lots of people, groups of people, and I found that the common thread with me was leadership. Like, I have great leadership skills, and then I can build community easily. I like to do that. My background has been in a youth organization you might know about. They sell lots of cookies around January or February, and I think, everyone knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, I started out with the Girl Scouts many years ago, and I took action because I saw that there was some girls in my area that really needed mentorship, and my daughter, needed it as well. So I stepped into that role, and I learned so much about myself and so much about the girls that it just kind of grew from there. And that's where my someday is today philosophy really, really blossomed, because, with those girls, when you're mentoring young people, they always say, well, someday, because they're so young. And I'm like, well, you know what? Someday is not so far away. You got to start planning now. And, just a real quick story. I had girls that were like, oh, I really want to go to Disney World. And, I helped them strategize how to do that. And they fundraised, and they did it within a year. And that year, that year flew by so quickly. And then, then they were really passionate. They were like, well, where else can we go? So, once you instill, the strategies and you help people realize that the little things that they want to do, some people think they're so big that it's going to take big action to get it accomplished. And I'm like, yes, it takes action, but take it one step at a time. What's that saying? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So it kind of, and that applies to anything you're trying to do. If it looks big and it's overwhelming, just break it down. Just break it down into small bite-sized pieces. And that's what we're going to help you guys do, is do that. And I've learned that throughout the different programs that I've been involved with. And then I started doing coaching after I built the Diva Tribe community. And the Diva Tribe, for those of you that don't know, is a community that I built organically. I took action to show up and just meet with women face to face. And now I have over 900 women in an online community, and I just launched in Houston as well. So technically, I guess I have closer to 1,000 because there's 60 women in Houston. So yeah, I think we finally hit that 1,000 mark. So there's 1,000. Yes. So just by taking action, and that's the big thing that I see women struggle with is, we worry about taking care of everyone else, and our someday is always pushed to the back, or it's pushed to the bottom of the list, and our kids come first, our spouses come first, or maybe you have parents that you're taking care of and they need to come first. And I understand all that, but don't put yourself at the bottom of the list. Like, move yourself up the list, those things, because like Lisa was saying, and I think Irma touched on this too, time goes by so quickly. That 5 years, I mean, I'll say my age, I'm 51. 10 years ago, 41 seemed like, wow, 51's a long way off. And I'm like, whoa, it's here. Like, and as you age, there's certain, let's not say limitations, but you don't have the energy that you used to have when you were younger. And so things are a little bit more difficult. So talk about, don't push that someday back too much. because by the time, like, say you want to go on that trip to Paris or whatever, there's a lot of walking involved in Paris, and I do not want a walker when I go back. Okay, so you need to plan that kind of stuff, right? I mean, right, ladies? I mean,
oh yeah, definitely.
Don't run out of time. And I know you guys know that I'm a big fan of Gary Vaynerchuk, and one thing that the reason I love him so much is because he talks about living with no regrets. Do you want to get to the finish line and have a list of things that say, wow, I have a list of things someday I was going to do, and now I'm out of time. So, and I know, wow, everyone got like really quiet when I said that, but that's real. That's real. And the three of us feel very passionate that we know a lot of women. We see them all the time at meetups. We see them in our businesses. We see them, at the grocery store when we're out. We talk to a lot of women, and we want to help you put yourself at the top of the list and help you attain those things and not put them that someday. We don't want you to run out of time and still have that song that you were supposed to write and produce, not have that, book that's still in here that's not out here. That people can read. Don't die with your music still in you, so to speak, is what, we're very passionate about that. So please join us at the event. You can find the information, like we say, up here, up there, over there, down there, up here. But it's somewhere in this link, and we want you to join us there. The investment is minimal compared to all the resources and the action that you're going to take because you got the resources. That's priceless. If you take action after coming to the workshop, after you've received the resources, I feel like that's priceless. So the investment is very minimal. So that's all I have to say. I want y'all to be there.
I know, I do too. I'm looking forward to it. We've been working hard, planning all kinds of ideas and activities, and there'll be a swag bag. There'll be some fun little giveaways that you'll be able to receive.
I'm sure there's going to be some fudge in that bag, right?
Oh, there better be.
Okay, all right.
Yes, and ladies, our workshop will not be boring, okay?
It'll be very dynamic. Yep.
Yes.
You can sleep when you get home.
That's right. Until the first call, until the first Zoom catch up the week after.
That's true.
Then we're going to wake you up and get you moving. Okay, ladies, well, thank you for joining me. And if you're watching this, then that means you clicked on the link to watch it, and we want you to be there. If you have any questions, please reach out to the person in this post. We'll give you some information or inbox Lisa, Irma, or myself, and we'd be glad to talk with you and let you know, answer any questions you have. Otherwise, we look forward to seeing you in your seat at the workshop.
Looking forward to it. See you
Sounds like
then.
a plan.
Yes.
See you.
Good plan. Good plan.
Your someday is today.
Today.